Hello everyone, this is Xander Turon, and I'm here with Game 36, the first Reddit Open tournament. We've now moved on to the finals. That means it's now going to be a best of 5 between Razzmann and Belarus Border Service. So that basically means is first player to win 3 games wins the tournament. And so let's start things off. We got Razzmann on the blue team with a Commonwealth General deck. And on the red team, we have Belarus Border Service with, of course, his Entente Mechanized. And let's just expedite this here deployment. Yep. Just gonna watch the water. It looks fun to watch. It's just fun to watch it. Any second now. There we go. Alright, I can input the units right. Okay, so starting off with the blue team. I see a lot of tracked things. 2 command start from Razzmann. He has an Iltis staying in Alpha and sending 1 to Echo for the +2. Got SBS in the Lynx H7 there. TH495s, Challenger 1 Mark 1s, Centurion Aviaries, more TH495s. There's going to be Canadian Rifles 85 in there. Down vetted. Stormer HVM for anti-helo. And then Mortar Carrier 81mm. And let's see over here. Got SAS, Centurion Aviary, Green Jackets, and Lynx 20mm. Interesting choice. So it looks like Razzmann's going to be going fairly hard into golf. I'm thinking probably going to send some dudes in the Foxtrot as well. As for these guys, I'm guessing that Lynx 20mm, I'm not too sure where he's going to be putting that. Centurion Aviary and SAS, I'm guessing, are going to be in Bravo. Though the Centurion Aviary could go there. I'm thinking the the Green Jackets there and the Peensgauer are going to be heading to probably right there. That's for Belarus. Let's see. Just 1 command start? Nope, 2 command starts. So both players are capping their 2-pointers. And we got here. That's going to be Mea Savannah Pacify. Memory has not failed me. T55A Recon. Probably more Mea Savannah. A lot of Mea Savannah. And the Focha. Because Lynx H7s can be pretty vicious. And T55A. So not a lot of guys heading to golf, it seems, but if not insubstantial force. M84AN, let's see. One Mea Savannah got them in PBs and in BVPs. Oh wait, that looks like 5 stripes on that. So that's going to be those dudes. Proletary. Got Pram S, that's in the mortar version, and Sava. So looks like a not insubstantial force is going to be heading to hold down in probably Foxtrot area, this area probably. Anyway, that Shnetska, that's, I'm guessing that's just going to watch up here, like parking that bush, who knows. Is it amphibious? Yeah, so who knows where it could go. And then Tatra with Pruskamichi, and that's probably just going to park its ass right there. Yeah. So yeah, both players are going fairly light in the top. It looks like a lot of the fighting, at least at the beginning, is going to be in Foxtrot and Golf. Then again, on this map, that's generally where most of the fighting happens. Because, you know, this area here where you usually have a bit of fighting is, you know, technically near Golf. You know, technically as in it's right next to it. Is the Lynx H20mm just going for, just gonna YOLO right into Charlie or something? Or maybe it's gonna try and take out the Hera too, who knows? And Centurion Avery is gonna be backing up the Peensgauer by the looks of it. And Sava's gonna wreck the Lynx. As I said before, as I said on the last battle Belarus had on this map, is that since this map is so close in, he's going to have an advantage with his mech deck just because he is going to have such good infantry grinding capabilities. Of course, you also have to consider the fact that Commonwealth does get Commandos 90, which are probably one of the best grinding shock units in the game. Because you get 20-point mini-me shock. It's a hoot. This guy looks like he's just going to drive up and around. Oh, but Azov 25 is going to... Well, it's going to watch it happen. Probably get wrecked by this Nesca, but you never know. And L-15M is flying in. Probably going to wreck the Green Jackets. And there's no air defense. Wait, what is the APM Bushmaster? Yeah, it's me too. SAS got one stinger off on in the L-15M, but missed. Oh, Green Jackets are actually okay. Looks like Razzmann is gonna stack up in these trees here. Oh, is SBS? Just some Mayo Savannah in golf. Yeah, it looks like Belarus is going all into Foxtrot. Stormer swinging around. Guess Razzmann wants his air defense there. Oh, and F-111C. So who's getting nuked today? Oh, TH-495 is spotted by the T-55A. Oh, were these guys spotted? They're about to have a bad day. Oh, these guys. That's harsh. And I think that made it out completely unmolested as well. Oh, looks like the SBS harassed the Mayo Savannah a little bit. Oh, BVPs are tearing apart those Green Jackets on the Proletary. Oh. And Lynx H7s, 2 of them. That's going to be fun. Challenger 1 Mark 1's going to have its way with all these guys in the middle here. Oh, L-15M's out. Stormer fires, gets one hit. Does it get a second? And it does. That's just a lot of fire support for Belarus to deal with right here in the middle. Especially once the Centurion Aviaries start engaging, or that Centurion Aviary. The rest of them are still over here. Oh, Challenger 1 Mark 1 just put a hurt on whatever that was, it seems. Ooh, big hit. All the infantry there is dead. It's just the vehicles. And yeah, this Challenger 1 Mark 1 is really nothing there to take care of it. Except for the Super Gale coming out after it, which will probably wreck it. And... yep, it's dead. And yeah, Stormer is too far back to do anything about it. Oh. Sneska probably took some hits from that Lab 25. Now it looks like just 20mm going around. Oh. Looks like the Centurion Avery got a good hit into those OTs. The M60PBs. Oh, that guy's getting engaged by a stealth. Or it's not really a stealth tank. At least not the Mimi variety, but they get engaged by tanks, and that's not where Centurion Averies really, you know, thrive. Oh, F-111C is nuking again. Oh, Foca's putting a little bit of hurt onto it. I got some guys, but not a lot. Zeska's engaging those guys. Oh, Bisons, that's going to be Highlanders 90. Can Razzmann even see that? Nope, he's just getting shot by a stealth autocannon. Oh, looks like all the guys here went down. Just the Challenger, and it got pretty thrashed. Probably exchanged one shot with the M84A each. Or M84A and the Challenger 1 exchanged one shot with each other. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, and these guys have broken through. There's just a lot of vehicles, and Razzmann just did not have enough infantry, especially once that Super Gale took out the Challenger 1 Mark 1. That was a big loss for Razzmann. But now we got some Highlanders inbound. Nope, HLVWs though. Why for those links? Oh, Canadian Rifles heading to Gulf. I'm surprised the Green Jackets are still alive. Oh, but they probably spotted this Bruce Kamichi moving up. And there's mortar fire coming down. Oh, TH-45 is getting wrecked by the recourse rifles, but they took him out. And now, no. Oh, the Highlanders are drawing fire from the BVPs. Okay. Apparently I can't breathe tonight. Anyway, TH-495s get wrecked. Highlanders 90 chasing out the Prus Kamichi, but they're about to get caught out in the open. Oh, Razzmann's looking for that Snezka, it seems. Oh, one's engaging, and there goes the other one. And it's gone. And the F-111C is out again, probably bombing right in there. Oh, it's taking some fire from the Foka, but that's the only thing shooting at it. Ooh, that caught some guys. Not a whole lot, though. And now the BVPs and Proletariat are going to wreck the Highlanders. Yep, they're panicked. They're out in the open. Oh, they actually get it. That's impressive. It's lucky. Alright, so that HLVW is just fixing up the Challenger 1 Mark 1. But yeah, the Highlanders are just shot to hell and they're not going to be able to do much. Same with the Green Jackets. And then there's just a lot of infantry coming down on them. Oh, Eurofighter's out. Guess Razzmann doesn't want to deal with any Yugoslavian plane shenanigans. Oh, Canadian Rifles drawing fire from the T-55A, and Highlanders whack it. Oh, but now the M84A is going to have words. Ooh, but it takes a hit from the SBS. It's down to 1 HP. Didn't get fixed after the Challenger shot it. Oh, Centurion Avery's engaging Mayo Savannah. Oh, they're on the open. And there goes one unit. That's what the Centurion Avery does. It relocates enemy infantry. Oh. Challenger 1 Mark 1's running in. It's just probably going to get wrecked by the Mayo Savannah and the Proletariat. The Proletariat get up back in their transports. Oh, Super Gale's out, and the L-19. And the F-111C is also out. Oh, Challenger 1 goes down. F-111C goes down to L-19. Oh, Stormer and Eurofighter got the Super Gale. Oh, Eurofighter. L-19's low, and it goes down to the Stormer. And L-17K is just going to evac. Bit of a mixed trade there. Razzmann lost his F-111C, so he has one more left. And Belarus lost his L-19 and a Super Gale, M62M Super Gale. So he has one Super Gale left and one L-19 left. He also, basically, he also had the L-17K, so he still has ASFs. And Belarus has pushed all the way up into these buildings here, but Razzmann has a lot of fire support, especially in the form of those AH-7s. And then Commandos 9 are good, especially in this close-range infantry brawling. Canadian Rifles are just their standard 10-man rifle team. And the TH-495s, of course, are always a hoot. Oh, L-15M is bombing. Takes one hit from the Stormer, but it makes it out. Mayor Savannah got put through the ringer. Oh, but the Foka is moving up into the Foxtrot. Belarus is kind of crawling all over there. Oh, Kola's coming up for the M84A. Oh, this proletariat might get caught up by that Lynx H7. Oh, TH-495s are there, but oh, they're getting shot up. There's an AN there. I did not notice that. That's going to be very troublesome for Razzmann. Oh, he's smoking his Stormer. Oh, over here. SBS have gone to the buildings there, but they're outnumbered. Oh, but Razzmann is pushing up here. Challenger 1 is running on the field, though. Oh, the SAS are going on an adventure. Oh, another one Mark 1 coming in. Oh, these guys are on the open, but yeah, they're just wrecking these. The Highliners and the Canadian Rifles are already pretty low. And we combine with the PBs, which are pretty good fire support. It's not looking too good for Razzmann there. H495s as they get stuck in could do something. Same with that Centurion, but it's also on low HP. Ooh. Challenger 1 Mark 1 took the first hit from that M84A, it seems. Sorry for the coughing. HOVW is about to be captured, but it's also almost empty. So not a huge loss for Razzmann. Oh, Chieftain Mark 5's coming out. And got a 3-stack of Canadian Rifles and TH-495s. And the SBS are about to go down. Oh, their Bren is turned off. That's why they're not doing a lot. Oh, it looks like the Challenger came out on top on the M84A and captured the Colas 3 pair itself with. That's nice. Oh, but he stopped in a bad spot. That's Nesk is going to be able to see it and probably blow it up. Yep. Eurofighter's back out. Oh, looks like the Centurion cleaned up the Maya Savannah, or cleaned up PBs, I think. It's hard to tell. Maya Savannah is still there. Oh, Razzmann's putting up the TH-495s and the Canadian Rifles. It's curious. Looks like the HLVW is going to be fixing up these guys. Ooh. TH-495s, yeah, they're getting engaged at close range by an AN and an Eggman. That's not going to end well for him. Razzmann's stretched pretty thin right now. And he just kind of threw away those TH-495s. Ooh, but Belarus is withdrawing these tanks here. Guess he figures, yeah, especially since he lost his position here. These guys are in a very dangerous position. Centurion Avery's out of fuel. That's hilarious. Oh. Challenger took a couple of hits from those Maya Savannah, only doing 1 damage to it, but builds up. Oh, and they take another hit, and that BVP's coming around. Harry Jerson dropped in there, but they already moved out. Ooh. And the Challenger 1 goes into a side shot from the Maliutka. And now, yeah, that just goes on point-and-blank autocannon. TH-495's outnumbered. Probably do what they can, especially if they catch up those guys in the open. But now the Commandos 90 are coming in. That's going to definitely help. But Belarus just has a lot of infantry and transports here, and that's more than Commandos 90 and a couple of Commandos 90 and TH-495s can handle. Is that the 45.1? Yeah. As labs are just doing recon by fire, I guess. Same with the Canadian Rifles, it seems. That does not look like the Challenger 1 Mark 1 fancies its chances at point-blank range with the Proletary. Now with the 2 Chieftains helping, it's definitely going to put the hurt on. Gunners are engaging, but they are moving, so There we go. They're stopping, but there's a lot of fire coming back at him. Was it? Yeah, Proletarian Neo Savannah has a lot of machine gun to deal with. Oh, TH-45 is going to try and get stuck in, and Razzmann did call another Centurion Avery, but it looks a bit. Two of them. Oh, with the TH-45 is engaging, that's definitely going to help even the odds for the commandos. Once again, there's just so much stuff coming in on him, though. Oh, and that one's up there. He's going to try and engage by the looks of it. Oh, these guys might be able to carry the day, but that's Nezka and BVP are going to be trouble. Oh. Ooh, yeah, it's not looking good for the commandos. This TH-45 need to take care of this Nezka. Oh, Belarus captured. Foxtrot is giving him +1 now. Oh, yeah, TH-45 is engaged in Neo Savannah, and they get a hit on the one. But it's okay, his chieftain's coming out, and it's. I think I referred to the chieftains as a pair of Centurion Averies. I'm good at this. Oh no, actually there's a pair of Centurion Averies. That's fun. Razzmann's calling in all the armor he can, it seems. And now these guys are just kind of overextended by themselves. They took a lot of losses at the hand of those commandos in TH-495s. Oh, and Razzmann has an Iltis coming out. It's probably for Bravo. Or I'd think it'd be for Bravo, you never know for certain. Oh, Neo Savannah caught out in the open by the TH-495. A lot of smoke coming out. Guess he's going to try and run those Neo Savannah up from Belarus. And Eurofighter's back on station. Oh. Snezka, yeah, takes it out. I think he might have had some help from the BVP, but the thing is, this Snezka has more frontal armor than the TH-495. Kind of risky for Razzmann to just run these guys out in the open without like smoking that position off or anything. Oh, but the chieftains are also there, so that's how it goes. I don't know if Belarus would have spotted that coming in. Oh, and here GR7's bombing. Good. Nice tight grouping by the whack like one thing. Oh, the AN's moving up. I think it what did blow up? Was it TH-495 or something there? Yeah. That's going to be a bit troublesome for Razzmann. That's AN and A and an AH. It's a fair amount of armor. And the biggest thing, yeah. And he just really has the Mark 5s and the Challengers. Not that they're bad tanks for their price, but they're kind of outnumbered and they shoot slow. Oh, looks like they were going to swing around and try and deal with the chieftains. Oh, that's going to be ugly. Those chieftains are not going to have a fun time. Oh, they get the first hit on the AN, or on the A. A lot of smoke coming up. Looks like Rams just firing randomly to Foxtrot to get the CV. He did capture Bravo, so it's at 0-0. Oh. A is falling back. AH goes down to the Challenger. Scores are currently 24-3 for Belarus. Yeah, Challenger 1's going to fall back because it's just unsupported. Oh, it looks like those took out something. Was it the Snezka? Got a hit from something. Eh. And then the Centurions are moving in. Oh, another CV coming out from Belarus. Presumably for Gulf. So he gets that +1 ticking again. Oh, but another pile of commandos coming out from Razzmann. He wants to get back in those forests because he needs to get that CV out of Gulf. Or out of Foxtrot. Oh, and an Iltis coming out for Foxtrot even. Oh. Commandos are going to make it into the trees. And they do have basically have the Challenger 1 Mark 1 waiting to whack anything that so much as pokes its head out. Oh. That Challenger 1 Mark 1 is currently obscured by smoke, so those commandos are now by themselves. And Harrier 7 came out. His paveways are off. I'm not quite sure what Razzmann is doing. Maybe he's trying to get it to release later so that it's more accurate. But it got pretty wrecked by part of that Focta, I'm guessing. As far as Razzmann hasn't resupplied those Lynxes yet. Oh, Harrier GR7's back out, and its pavers are still off. It's just gonna... and that Sava's probably gonna get it. And it goes down to the Focta, it seems. That was a bit of a waste from Razzmann. I think he didn't know that the gun was turned, or the pavers are turned off, I'm not sure. Oh, those got put through the ringer, but that Challenger one's now back in the fight. Oh, but the Alpha D9's out, and Eurofighter's turning in. Not fast enough to stop the Alpha D9 from dropping, but it does get the revenge kill. Oh, Focta. Oh, a hit from the Sava, and it goes down to the Focta. Focta, whatever it is. That's a bit of a loss for Razzmann. That was up-vetted, so that's 1 per card. And almost crashes on. Actually does damage to his mortar. That's hilarious. Okay, Lynx is in. It's countercapping Golf. Or not Lynx. Iltis. That's what it's called. And he's got some commandos, but they're caught in the open. But the Centurion Avery and Chieftain are moving up along with some Canadian rifles. No, it's soon enough. It's not going to be fast enough to save the commandos, though. No, one team goes down. Oh, it looks like the Paddle Branch United are coming out from Belarus. Oh, normally the commanders would win the fight to Mayo Savannah, but with the T-55A helping them, it's... Actually, no, T-55A is shooting at the Chieftains. Ooh, firing computer reset. That's not good. Oh, but they get a hit on it. And the Centurion Avery is about to delete some Mayo Savannah, it seems. Yeah, for a tank of their price and era, the Chieftains have good. Words fail me. Good accuracy, and their AP is not bad. They're just slow and they shoot slowly. Oh, Commandos missed their shot on the M84A. Oh, Wolverine's incoming. And then, yeah, Belarus is just stacking up a bunch of stuff there. Oh, Razzmann is getting close to that M1107. He actually is forcing it to move. So that is giving him temporary +1, but not enough. Oh, HT-40's there. It's going to do a bit of damage. Oh, that guy's moving again. And so Razzmann's taking it again, but once again, it's only temporary. Right now, scores are 46-8. Oh, Chieftain's engaging these gets at close range. M84A took a hit, but those Chieftains are just shot to hell. Oh. AN's gonna probably, yeah, gets one, and then it's gonna withdraw. However, this play is now vulnerable to Razzmann pushing it again. Because, you know, it looks like Belarus shifted all of his stuff to the bottom of Foxtrot. Which makes sense because Razzmann was pushing there. Canadian Rifle's going to be a bit of a speed bump for anything that Belarus tries to put down there. Especially when they miss both of their shots. Oh, but the third one hits. However, the Proletariat and the Paddle Branch would probably put the hurt on him. And Chieftain actually doesn't go down to a Malyushka hit. Actually, no, I don't think that would be able to one-shot it. even if it's only at 4 HP. Oh. Yeah, the Razzmann's getting close to that command vehicle. Not close enough. Oh, here come the Lynx H7s again. Oh. And once again, Razzmann loses that forest, which is a bit of a big deal because if he loses that forest, Belarus can get to there and spot that Iltis probably. Because yeah, it's just sitting on the open. And you got Miasvana closing from there. It's not looking too good for Razzmann right now. Oh, but there is a Iltis coming up for Foxtrot. Looks like it's going to be in a pretty obvious spot, though it is going to give Razzmann that +1. Oh, he takes a close range hit. Canadian rifles are just getting wiped out by those 125mm guns. Chieftain's missing. Centurion Avery going up to Miasvana, it seems. Ooh, a bunch of Highlanders coming in. HLVW gets captured. And goes down to their Lynx. Stage 495 should be able to protect the Iltis from anything trying to cross there. As long as it's not Patabranchy, because if Patabranchy go there, they'll just be able to wipe out the TH495s with their boom bars. Oh, Counter's 90 have gone in there. They're about to take out one Proletariat unit. And then got SBS in. Centurion Avery supporting, along with a Challenger. And since Razzmann is counter-capping Foxtrot and Golf, he's taking it +1, 24 points to 46. Saxons is there. Who's carrying a Saxon? Is it SBS in the Saxon? Eh. Oh, and here comes the second F111C. I'm guessing it's dropping right there. Oh, falls a little short. And those Highlanders are just getting wiped out by all that fire support. This probably would have been the better spot to drop the F111C nuke load. Oh, double hits from the Centurion Avery reduces 20 Mayo Savannah pace to 1 man. Oh, 3 Sackage Exons coming in. Oh, those guys are caught in the open, but a lot of smoke coming out from Belarus, so those TH495s aren't going to have great line of sights either. Oh, it's taking big hits from that autocannon. Oh, Razzmann's gone back into the forest there. And since Belarus has been putting everything he has into golf, that means that he's a little bit thin in Foxtrot. However, Razzmann's also thin in golf at the same time. And both players are kind of thin in Foxtrot. They're basically on opposite ends of it at the moment. Oh, TH495s getting the Mayo Savannah pace in the open. Oh, Iltis is taking mortar fire to stun. I think it was spotted at one point. These TH495s are just outnumbered. Yep, Iltis is running for it, but it's on 1 HP. These Chieftain and Avery Centurion are both out of fuel. Oh, that Wolverine needs to fall back. It's just going to be easy prey for that M80. Oh, yeah, it takes a hit from the Mayo Savannah. Oh, TH495s go down despite their valiant efforts. How about that Iltis fixing everything up? And refueling those guys. Or not the LCC, yeah, HLVW. And here comes the F111C. 4,000 kilograms of fun. Gets one unit, but the other one survives. Oh, SBS are getting caught out. Scores are currently 47 to 46. Because Belarus managed to secure golf. Oh, but now these guys are just pushing right across. Looks like that Challenger one's their main firepower, so if it goes down, Razzmann's in trouble there, and that Mi-35 is looking pretty hungry. Oh, and that BVP is making a beeline for the Siltus, but Commandos save its bacon. And, ooh, Challenger 1 Mark 1 takes a big hit, taking fire from T-55A. Stormer's moving in, but I don't think it's going to be quick enough to save the Challenger. Oops, Interior Navy is taking fire, actually. And Stormer gets one hit. And he gets another hit, but that Challenger's on 1 HP. And there's another Mi-35. Stormer takes a bite out of it, and it goes down. That looks like Razzmann's push there is just doomed to fail. And now he has an AN right at his doorstep. Oh, Avery and Mark 5 are fueled up and ready to go. Wow, it hit with a Maliuka after being shot. That is dedication from that M80. And there's a 40 stack of M80s. Or a 4 stack of M80s, that's the better phrase. Oh, those took some big hits. Oh, and they're getting shot on the side. The A goes down to the Commandos. AN's withdrawing. Oh, but the Iltis did go down to the AN. So that means that once again scores it back to 0-0. Oh, F-111C is out. Where is it going? Is it bombing in there? Oh, Focus putting fire on it. Sava's firing. And it goes down to the Sava. Oh, and it doesn't even get the kill of the M1107. Oh, Pearl Terry caught out in the open by the Challenger 1. M117, yeah, it's back in. But it's kind of moving, it's not in a good spot. So Razzmann's at 58 to 46. But it's not enough to secure victory. Commandos 9 are just out in the open. If that Aslev were helping them, that'd definitely help even the odds against the Proletary, but it's not enough. Oh, but the mortars are definitely helping with that. Of course, once around the Commanders get to the top, it's game over for them because the AN's gonna wreck him. And Razzmann's just keeping that Jeep moving. Oh, Lynx is there, but it's low on rockets. And yeah, Focus gets it. And Commandos bite it. Oh no, they're still in the fight. Mortars are coming down pretty good from Razzmann, but they're only 81mm, so they just don't have the HE range to actually damage the command vehicle. Oh, and the Iltis is displacing. Yeah, there's a bunch of guys coming right for it. And that smoke is going to block line of sight from all the tanks there. Of course, once they cross to about there, they're going to probably get wiped out. Oh, more smoke coming in. Oh, HQ section coming in for Foxtrot. And Razzmann's ticking at +1 again, but yeah, it's just moving. Once he gets the HQ section, it'll be a +1, but that Iltis is probably not long for the world. Oh, these guys are going to put up a hell of a fight to keep them in there, but yeah, those are just fast moving right into it and it goes down. So now Belarus is taking at +1. These guys are still walking in. It's going to take them a little bit longer. Yeah, and these guys are just outnumbered. Helicopters coming right at them. And that's a lot of helicopters. And that Wolverine's got pretty shot up. Firing computer reset, this won't be able to hit anything. And just a wave of infantry coming down. Challenger 1, yeah, it goes down to the M84A. What is Assassin Gigman? It is what it is. Mi-35 is flying right over these guys. Wolverine's down. Oh, Iltis is in danger. Mortars are down. Stormer HVM is relocating, but that AN's just going to run wild over it. Oh, is the Iltis spotted? It is. It's not identified. Just, yeah, right on the very edge there, it's taking fire, but the Mi-35s are shaken. Oh, Wolverine is on the scene now. And it gets, oh no, it gets hit. There we go. That's now an elite Wolverine. That'd probably be actually kind of scary. Oh, AN's going after the Stormer, which is now missing. It's panicked. And it goes down. And then Lynx 87 actually gets the kill on the AN. Scores are 0-0 right now, but those Jacksons are coming right for Razzmann. And another Mi-35. And he has 2 more Wolverines. Oh, and more. Looks like more coming down on the Iltis Tornado F2. Razzmann has a second ASF. Of course, only has 2 AIM-9Ls. The son of lead, isn't it? Oh, Wolverine. Yep, gets the Mi-35. If Razzmann can keep that Iltis alive, he will. The game will be a draw. If it goes down, it's going to probably end in victory for Belarus. Tornado F2 is still flying around, as yeah, it's just going to get wrecked by all that air defense. Oh, and the Iltis goes down to the BVPs. Now the Lynxes are just flying right on in. And then Mi-35 is going to get the HQ section. Razzmann's just completely disintegrated in the last minute. And there goes the HQ section of Foxtrot. And he's second now. Yep. So that's +3 for Belarus. That's out of fuel. Oh. Yeah, not looking too cool for Razzmann. Here comes the other Mi-35. Takes a crit from the Asla, but it does stun it. And it looks like it's going to try and go straight for the Iltis CP and Alpha. Oh, but the H7s are coming for it, and there's the pair of Wolverines as well. These are stabs? Yeah, 5%. Oh, and Iltis is spotted. But the Wolverines do take it out. Yeah, that's marked for death. That's Razzmann actually hasn't surrendered right now. Belarus has +4 just because the Iltis is moving. It would be +3 if it wasn't for that. Yeah, 128 conquest points to 63. Thinks H7s are flying around, but I don't think that's gonna be enough to cheese anything. Yep. Yeah, looks like Belarus is going to be the victor of this battle. Normally they surrender at this point, but okay. Guess Razzmann's just going to run the time down. C'est la vie. But yeah, how do I want to break this down? I guess I'll just wait for the game to end, that way I can do my proper summary. Alright. Belarus border service was victorious with 181 conquest points to Razzmann 63. Belarus had 4,275 kills. Razzmann came in at 3,430. Alright. How do I want to break this down? Oh, big thing is that one thing I noticed that throughout the battle is, like, how do I put it? It's like Razzmann seemed like he was kind of spread out, while Belarus usually had all of his forces together in a fairly tight group, it seems. So basically what would happen, at least from my opinion, is that Razzmann would, do something in one place, and then Belarus would just bum rush all his units there and take care of it, and then, this is all happening, in and around Foxtrot, so it's very close together. And then, Razzmann would start pushing another place, and, once again, big clump of units would go there. And keep in mind the fact that, this is very much a close-in infantry grinding map where, like I said at the beginning, a mechanized deck like on Taunt would, Taunt mechanized would have all the advantages. Definitely saw there, because a lot of advantages that Razzmann would have with a motorized deck or with a general deck just really didn't come into play. He had the links H7s to his help, but he doesn't really use them that heavily. As for the wheeled assets, once again he didn't use a lot of wheeled assets, but then again on this map, that's really only an advantage in the opening, so it's whatever. Heavy armor advantage. Razzmann didn't bring out any heavy armor. Biggest tank he was using was those Challenger 1 Mark 1s, which are not a bad tank. And the thing is that heavy armor is not very useful on this map because of how close in it is. It can just easily get, thanks to AP scaling, it'll get wrecked at close range by a bunch of cheaper tanks. And I also had that. A couple of odd decisions from Razzmann with his airplanes. Well, at least that's what it felt like to me. Like the Harrier GR7 flying around with its paveways turn off. I think that might have been an accident on Razzmann's part. I'm not sure. All I know is that he looked like he was telling it to attack things, but it was just flying around and not doing anything. He got shot down. F-111Cs both went down just because they flew right over the NB air defense. They did a bit of damage, but it didn't look like they got any major hits in. Eurofighter kind of overextended going after the NL-15M, I think that it was. And he just got caught up by the Foksha and the Sava. What else is there? That's a big thing. Razzmann took some losses to air, but not a whole lot. He probably could have had maybe the Wolverines out a little bit sooner to help with any helicopter-based shenanigans, but honestly, helicopters really did not come out from Belarus in particularly large numbers until the very end when the battle, and that's kind of how he won the battle. Not quite. He probably would have won the battle regardless. Maybe would have ended in a draw for Razzmann. Ended in a draw, but I think basically in the last 10 minutes, I'm pretty sure Belarus was going to be the winner. But it was close. If Razzmann would have been able to hold on just a little bit longer, it would have been a draw, but now it's a win, and that means Belarus needs 2 more wins. Razzmann still needs 3 to win the tournament. And yeah, just gonna call it here before I keep rambling on. I'm Xander Turon, and this was game 36 of the first Reddit Open tournament. You guys have a lovely day.